Welcome back to Bowers Creations. So I'm huddled up by the heater this morning. I guess I left my heater off in the garage last night, so I'm out here freezing to death. It's been several months since I made a video, and we'll get to that later in this video. But what I thought would be fun to get the videos rolling again is share with you some of my past builds. Most of these, or all these, are built out of leftover material or scrap material that may have been given to me. Of course, they're not always all free. Sometimes you gotta buy hardware or some lacquer or paint or something like that. But these are some builds that I've really enjoyed over the years, and I thought it'd be fun to share them with you, such as this one here. Here's a perfect example of a scrap build. My dad had built a rolling barn door for his utility room, and all this alder was left over from the project. He gave it to me. It actually sat around the garage for quite a while. One day I came up with this concept, looking for something to build, something to do. Turned out to be a perfect little knick-knack shelf for my wife, and she's really enjoyed it. So as you can see, my countertops, they're covered in stuff that I haven't put away, or what I like to call processed yet. I got a few projects here on the table saw that needs dealt with, and these here, another marketplace find that's killing me. I'm out of room on my shelves, so I need to build some more shelves for my organizers. I even got lights out. I've been needing to get an electrician here. That's why you can't see very well. We're going to take care of some of that today. We're going to start knocking some of these projects out. But in the meantime, check out this project I built. Sorry, it's a little breezy out here. So this pergola is another scrap project I built out of some material left over from a fence job. Other than the two long top runners, every bit of it was 100% free. I think I had 6 of these posts left over, and it's made a pretty nice pergola. We've had it for about 7 years. Gonna have to do some renovations on it this year, so stay tuned for that. So why have I not been out here in the garage making videos for you and working on projects? Well, I quit smoking cigarettes about 3 months ago. And as a lot of you know, for those who have smoked for a long time or used to smoke, one of your main motivators you tell yourself is, what's your problem? You need to go outside? Just a second. Come on. Anyways, as a smoker, what you'd often tell yourself is, I'm going to get out there, I'm going to fire one up, and I'm going to get the lawnmower started, or I'm going to get the saw fired up. And I'm relearning new habits. I'm learning how to function without that ability. It's been a challenge, but I think I'm better off without the cigarettes. If you happen to see something in my mouth, it's not dip, it's not any form of nicotine. It's actually Jolly Ranchers. I figure I could live a lot longer without teeth than I can without lungs. Here's another past build that I built out of pretty much scrap material. Check it out. So this is going to be one of my favorite pieces in this list. It was built out of some ash from a desk I built several years ago. Pretty unique corbel design there. But I had the ash, I had the stain. These hooks are made out of bungee cord hooks, bent on a 90. So about the only thing I bought for this was the pipe and its fittings. I bought these hooks here, a couple packs of them from Home Depot. Might have got them from Lowe's, but they're pretty common. You find them all over. This piece is pretty unique to me because it actually has stain on it. Ash comes out a real blonde color when you just clear it. I prefer to just clear my wood usually, as you can tell with the cabinets there. But this piece has been well liked. Get a lot of compliments on it. So you tell me in the comments, do you use modern cookware or do you still use your cast iron? So if you are a subscriber to my channel, I thank you very much. You know that I tend to use a lot of scrap material and do scrap builds. I like to do stuff as frugal as possible. But if you haven't seen any of my videos, you should go check some out. Especially this one here. It's my most liked video. It has over 12,000 views. It was my 4th video ever. And it incorporates organization in your small shop and garage. And most of the stuff in it is free scrap builds and made out of stuff that was laying around the garage. Back in the office, this is probably one of my oldest scrap lumber builds. A little red oak bookshelf. It was built out of what's called a cover sheet. If you've ever ordered large quantities of plywood before, you'll know they usually put a cover sheet on it that was previously damaged to protect the product that you actually ordered. I was able to cut around the damage and use it for this bookshelf. And other than the oak face frame, I bought a little oak from my boss at the time. And the tung oil, this was a 100% free project. Just took a little time, and we've used it for quite a while now. So being frugal kind of brings up the second reason why I haven't been around very much and haven't been producing videos for you. Is the last several years, and during the first part of me starting this channel, I was out working for myself, doing carpentry work and cabinetry work. But many of you know I'm also an industrial electrician, commercial and industrial electrician. I could make a living out on my own. I could support my wife and my estate, but I can't grow. I can't invest in the future. I can't invest in projects around the house. I definitely can't invest in a YouTube channel. So I picked up my tools, I went back to work, and I make great money when I'm working for someone. But unfortunately, the job I'm working on now, we're working 6/10s an hour away from my home. So by the time I'm work a shift, I'm away from the home from 12 to 13 hours, 6 days a week. And I just don't have time to come out here and produce a lot of content for you. Does that mean I'm going to quit YouTube? No. I'm going to do bigger and better projects. They're going to pick up in the scale of the project, but my videos are probably going to slow down quite a bit. Here's a little added bonus. Although I did spend a fortune on the finish, and the actual desk is all new lumber. This top was an old wooden beam I rescued out of a yard. Put some epoxy on it, and it makes a beautiful desktop. Another gift for the wife. Probably my best piece I've ever built. Here's a picture of the desk, plus her little alder knick-knack shell. Well, that's not good. That should be working. I've been saving that ballast for years, and I guess it's no good. Huh. I guess we're going to rethink this operation. Alright, new plan. So, there's actually 2 different styles of LED lamps that will replace your fluorescent lamps in your fixture. One is called a plug and play, or a direct swap. That's what these are. They work in conjunction with the electronic ballast, or even the mechanical ballast. The other style is what they call a direct drive. And with that, you completely get rid of the ballast, and you hook your hot and neutral up, and it runs just like that, straight off the power. It eliminates a lot of this wiring, makes it a lot simpler, and something to remember if you're ever replacing these LED lamps in this style of fixture. So we're going to cut all this out. We're going to continue on with the video, and we're going to get our light working today. So here's another one for the wife. I should almost call this video the wife's projects, but this one's real sentimental to her. These old rusty horseshoes we gathered from her late grandparents' place as we was cleaning it up, getting it ready to sell. But I short a couple of horseshoes to make the project, so I went and bought 2 new ones. The 2 new ones I painted red, nice and shiny, and this kind of symbolizes joining the old with the new. Here's another one, bites the dust. Since this is a scrap build video, I thought I'd throw on my welding table, because it is 100% all junk. The casters came from broken dolly, old desk and filing cabinet serve as storage. The table I found in the alley, I believe. 1/4 inch plate came off of a job site that we used to drive lifts over. And I don't even know where I got the grating from. Even the electrical attached to the side was old leftover parts with a heavy duty extension cord off of an appliance. And this thing has served me great. I didn't need to spend thousands of dollars. And if you want to see more builds like this, garage related, you need to check out the video mentioned earlier. Alright, that's much better. It'll be nice and bright in here. So what's our plans for 2025? Well, we're going to keep doing the small tinkering projects. We're going to keep tinkering around in the garage. Cheap, easy projects. But I also got some bigger projects planned. I got a bedroom remodel that I've already got some video on. We're working on it. I want to build some cabinets for not only out here in the garage, but for our utility room in the house. So we're going to build some cabinets. Show you how to do that with just basic tools. I want to buy a van. We're going to buy a van. We're going to set it up for camping and gear storage. Use it as a tow pig to haul the Jeep around. And the pergola I showed you earlier, it's fallen over. I'd like to do some major improvements in the garden. So we may be out there building some garden beds and fixing up the pergola. So if you like this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe and follow us for what's coming next year.